Hey, what's going on? I'm Apprentice Damon, and in today's video, we're going to do a review on Nirvana's naturally green, positively pure spring water. So let's go and get this poured up. Was this something that people asked for? Absolutely, yes. So that's the reason why I'm doing this review. Someone asked me to do it, and the marketing on the bottle, or not the marketing, I guess the label on the bottle is pretty cool because it gives you two different sides. One says positively pure, the other says naturally green. It's two-toned, so I think it's pretty cool. And we're going to be comparing it to this electrolyzed reduced water. We're going to see how well this compares to it. Alright, so the first test we are doing is on antioxidants, and this is the most important test of the three. We are going to take this water right here, and we want to see if it is being alkaline, or not even alkaline, if it's being oxidizing or it's being an antioxidant, okay? And the reason why we're doing this is because we have all these things around us known as free radicals. They're everywhere. They're in the foods, electronics, they are everywhere. And what they do is they come and they take the electrons from our healthy cells. And when it happens, that creates two things: oxidation and inflammation. So they are linked to every single health disease known to man. We don't want that. So we want our water to be a strong antioxidant. And it is negatively charged and full of electrons that's going to actually help lower that oxidation and reduce that inflammation so we can stay young and youthful. And we're going to test that by using this meter right here. Okay, so when we put this meter or this wand in the waters, if we get a positive number, it's oxidizing. All right. If we get a negative number, that means it's an antioxidant. Okay, so let's see what Nirvana brings to the table as we test it for antioxidants. As you see, we are getting a positive 174. Look at that. 190, and it's still going up, right? So that means that it is oxidizing us, okay? And let's go ahead and compare this to our electrolyzed reduced water. And I don't know what I'm doing today. Today I'm all off, it feels. I'm just doing the most. But let's see what happens here. Where are we seeing? Oh, look at that dash. We're getting a negative 743. Negative 745, right? And it's still going down, right? So this is a very strong antioxidant, okay? So just from that first test alone, we see that Nirvana is actually making us worse, right? It's more oxidizing, which is helping lead to more dis-ease in the body. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our next test. Alrighty, on to our second test. As I continue to stumble over my words, we're gonna keep running with it, but our second test is all about alkalinity, okay? And this is mainly because we want to ensure that our blood maintains a 7.365 on the pH scale. It's going to do that no matter what. There's nothing you have to really worry about too much to like try to tweak it or change it, but it's going to happen based on the electrolytes and minerals that we're consuming. Okay, so if we're constantly consuming acidic, then guess what? Our body's going to have to take those minerals and electrolytes from us, okay, in order to keep it that slight alkaline, right? However, if we are consuming things that are alkaline, if we're consuming our fruits and our vegetables, apples, and different things like that, and including our water, then it's going to actually help maintain that balance so it's not harming us, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to take these pH drops, put them in both of the waters. If we see a red or orange or yellow, that means it's acidic and it's forcing us to take the minerals from us in order to remain good. If we see a blue or purple or dark purple, that means it is alkaline, right? Let's see what we get here with Nirvana Spring Water. Alright, so Nirvana is looking neutral. That's what I see on my side. I don't know what y'all see on your side, but it's looking neutral as far as the spring water goes. while the electrolyzed reduced water is looking at a 9.5, right? So this is going to be much stronger at battling and handling acidity simply because it's a higher pH, right? So it's going to take a lot more work to work that pH down to get it below, to get the neutral, right? So that's it. And when I actually look at the bottle here, as I continue to try to gather my thoughts and catch up, we see that it says it's bottled at the source in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains. And that's pretty much it. They don't show what's in it. It says it's just a natural spring water that they just pick up and put into the bottle. So there's no sources or minerals to worry about here, no extra additives, no filtration we need to worry about. And that's it. So let's go ahead and jump on to our next test. All right, on to our third and final test. This one's on superior hydration. We want to ensure that we're getting hydrated at a cellular level. All right, we don't want to just sit in our stomach like clunk clunk. All right, we want it to actually go to work, bring the minerals and nutrients to our cells to help fire up the ATP, the mitochondria, and actually get rid of excess waste. Okay, so that way we can slim down, we have more energy, and if we're taking vitamins and supplements, we can actually take those to help those work better in different parts of the body. So how are we testing this? We are going to make tea. All right, so I know it sounds like a crazy test, but if the water is actually small enough, we'll actually be able to make tea using the water without having to heat it, without needing a stove or any of that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and see how Nirvana does in this superior hydration test. Oh boy, we're not getting anything. So let's go ahead and do a little jumping up and down. See what happens here. We're starting to get a little something. Right, but I want to say that's as dark as it's getting, right? And that doesn't really look like a tea I would drink, right? So let's go ahead and see what happens with the electrolyte reduced water. As we see, it is already a darker, bolder tea, right? So this is hydrating us much, much better than Nirvana. But I know what you're probably thinking, you're like, well, Prentice, let's check again. The bag was wet the second time, that's why that one came out darker. So let's try Nirvana one more time. Oh. And it's getting a little bit better. It may have been a residual from the electrolyte reduced water, right? Because this is not like a perfect scientific test, but as we see, still not getting as dark as the electrolyte reduced water. Let's try it one more time. And there you have it. It doesn't even take any dunks, and the water is just so much darker. So let me just check something real quick. Wow. This is getting much darker, right? So it's definitely the water. That's definitely the difference here, right? Because the tea bag, it didn't matter. We're still able to make tea when we're using the right water. So just think about that. If you are cooking, you don't need all of that seasoning salt. You can use just a little bit and then the right water, and it's going to help bring more flavor. It's going to save you money, and all those things, right? So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. All right, so our findings on Nirvana water and my findings on just trying to get myself together was the first test we did was on antioxidants, and we saw that Nirvana's water was oxidizing while the electrolyte reduced water was a strong antioxidant. The second test we did was on alkalinity, and we saw that Nirvana showed up as neutral and that they aren't doing anything extra to tamper with the water, right? So I take that as a good thing, but it was neutral. And so when we're consuming acidic, it's not going to do that great of a job of neutralizing that acidity that we're consuming, right? And the last test we did was on superior hydration, and we saw that it barely hydrated us, maybe 10 or 15%, while electrolytes reduced water was a much darker, bolder tea. Okay? So there you have it. That's my review on Nirvana's water. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there's another water you want me to test out, let me know in the comments below. And if you are serious about improving your health and you want the best water for your health, I highly recommend checking out my masterclass as I'll talk about how to get this water in your life. That link is in the description or is the first comment pinned right below this video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.